Hello everyone. So another video, another day. Today's question is gonna be pretty good, I feel, but because I'll be combining two different logic basically of lead and lag. If you guys are not aware about it, it's one of the best, ranking functions. Okay, not really a rank, but you use it to basically find the next and the before. So very important, particularly from the interview per se, because interviewers love asking this question. So you gotta have a good understanding of how to use lead and how to use lag, because these two are very important. And then we'll also be using rank function alongside it. So yeah. So a very good question for today. Stay around for this entire video. I'll really appreciate you guys. If you could like this video, really helps me, keeps me motivated. Okay. So I'm aiming for like 5 likes for this video if you enjoyed it. So yeah, let's go ahead and share the screen and demonstrate what the question is about. Yeah, so uh, yeah. So we are in the question. I love SQL Server. People have this opinion that MySQL is better, but honestly, my thought is SQL Server is the best. It's one of the best UIs, and I just love using it. I used to use MySQL a lot, but when I started using SQL Server, I was like, yeah, I'm good. Okay, so as usual, if you guys know this, my thing. Okay, do not just watch the video directly. Pause the video right now. First, let me explain the question. Then you go ahead and pause it, and then understand that what the question is, and then go ahead and solve it. As a rule, spend at least 15 minutes, but not more than 20 minutes on any question because it's not worth it. If you do not have an understanding of using lead and lag, you will just not be able to do it. You'll just be wasting your time. So learn not to waste your time. This is not a battle to fight it. This is just a question, okay, to help you clear your concepts. That is it. Do not consider it like a personal, revenge kind of thing to do with questions, okay? So let's go to the question. So the question says that find the first sale, that is the earliest sale date, okay? And for each book ID where the next sale occurred more than 30 days later. So the question is that, so uh, think from this perspective. So imagine all the, let's say you own a bookstore, okay? And you want to find out like which of those books are the ones which are getting sold like only once in a month, but they get sold the next month or probably after a month, okay? So you want to find those odd books which are not getting sold that much. So that is the logic behind the question. That is like what we want to find, okay? So basically, let's say some sales happen on day one, but after for a month there are no sales for that particular book. So that's a problem, right? And and then you have to find out like who's calling me. It's, why are they calling me right now? I'm sorry about that. Okay. So yeah, so like the question is simple that for the for first let's say sale happens on day one right now. Okay, after the sale happens on day one, there is no sale, and the next sale has to be after 30 days. So you want to find those odd books out of the entire sale system, and that is what we're trying to basically formulate from this entire thing. Okay, so yeah, so we have the book sales in here, and we have this table in here, and let me run. So this is what the output format we're looking for, and let me run the table and show it to you guys. Okay, so select everything from book sales. Okay, yeah. So what does the question says basically in simple words here? Okay, um, what is it saying? Let me just write. So how would I go about solving this question? Okay. Well, let me go ahead and say that what do I need here? Okay. Um, yeah, so let me see. Okay. Um, let's just start off by writing simple thing, which is select book ID. First, let me write this one. Okay. From book sales. Okay. And what is the question? Book ID. Okay. Question is book ID, and then you have the sale date. Okay. You have sale date. Okay. Um, okay. Now, what else do I want here? Okay, so what I want in here is the lead. Okay, I'm going to use lead function here. So what I'm going to do, my logical thinking behind this solving this question is what? I want the next sale date. Okay, so what I'm basically saying is that, okay, so I'm going to align, okay, um, so I want to find all the sale dates which are happening on the next date. Okay, so let me go ahead and write lead, okay, sale date, okay, and then I'm gonna do over, okay, and then I'm gonna write something like partition by, okay, hold up, partition by book ID, okay, book ID, and order by sale date as next sale date. It's next sale date. Let me see if this runs or not. So what am I trying to do? Let me explain you. Sales date. Oh, sorry. I think it's sale date only. Okay. So what is happening in this particular thing? What I've done. So it says book ID, sale date, the next sale date. Okay. And I hope, are you guys understanding what I'm trying to do? So what I've done in basically right now is that I'm just saying, just I want the next sale date. So if you have done, this is what I've done. Okay. Um, this is okay. This is what's happening here. Okay. Now, another question in here, if you observe read the question, is that we only want the first sale. We are not interested if the book was sold on the third or fourth time. Okay, we're not looking for that. We're looking for books that are being sold for the first time, and if their sales are not happening. So if the book has been sold multiple times, we don't need that book. Okay, so we are looking for only books. Okay, so how we do that? Okay, I'm gonna do something called as row number here. Okay, row number. Okay, over and same thing here. Okay, yeah, as RN. Now, understand what I've done here. Let me see. So, observe one thing. In here, we only want books which were sold for the first time. Okay. So, if you observe one thing, here we own a so our the reason is that why am I using RN here, which is ranking, basically is I just want the wherever there is one to be only filtered out. Okay. I'm just want these things. I don't want anything other than that. And the question is simple. So I just want the first time the when the sale happened, and after the first time, if the sale happened after more than 30 days. Okay. So if you observe one thing in here, um, if you observe here 2023, 01, and the next sale was on what? It was on 10th, okay, which is not right because the book was sold immediately on the 10th of January and just 5 days later. So this book is getting sold, okay, very well. So we don't need this book. We want the books which are not getting sold. That is the objective, right? Look in here, okay. Look at only RN1, okay. 115 and 25. So out of 25 days or 20 days, the book was again sold. So we don't need that. So this book is basically getting sold, okay. But observe one thing, okay. After this, okay, this book got sold on which one? Okay. So this book was sold on which? On 220. So out of almost 30 days, because January has 31 days, okay. So it always was sold after 31 days. This was sold on 31st date, okay. So this is a good factor that we want. So basically, okay, so this book is not getting sold. Look at this book. Okay, so it was first sold on 1st of January and next was sold directly on what? March of 1st of March. So there's a huge difference between both of them. So we basically want books which are not getting sold. That is the reason I did it. Now, if you guys have understood what I did with this, it would be nice. Okay. Now I'm just gonna do something called as filtering here. Ranked sales, okay, as okay. I'm just gonna put this here in this thing here. And what is the format they're looking at? Okay, what is the output? Book ID, first sale date, next sale date. Okay, so they have just put this here as so they have just put this as first sale date, nothing else. Okay, yeah. So I just want it to be book ID. Then I'm gonna do from ranked sales. Okay, and from ranked sales. Okay, and then what we want first sale date. Okay, okay, and then what else do we want? We want the next sale date. Okay. Now, let me run this, okay, and just apply the filtering techniques that we want. Okay. Now there's a good filtering. Okay. Now you guys have probably might know this is a common way of filtering. Okay. This is a very thing which you guys might be knowing where. Okay. Okay. This is a very common thing. Okay. But now there has to be the 30-day clause if you remember. Okay. I have to write another thing called as an SQL Server function called date def. Okay, which is nothing but okay like this. So this is the syntax. Okay, so if you want to do difference between anything, okay, you gotta use this format. So you gotta use if you want to do differentiation, so you gotta use date diff. And if there is a year format, if you want to do a differentiation between year, you can do a year one, or you can do between month. You can do also month here. I want it to be done on a day basis. That's the reason I'm using here. So I'm gonna write here. I'm gonna just copy paste with this here and I'm gonna say that like this, okay? So what I'm saying in here is that I want the date difference to happen on a day basis, and the difference has to happen on the first sale date and the next sale date, okay? And it has to be a difference of 30. So let me run this and show you guys. Perfect. So what has happened here is that we just wanted the books that are not getting sold after the first sale date. Okay, so we found all the books. So book ID 103 and 104 are not getting sold after the first sale date. So there might be something wrong with these books, or something is a reason that these books have some issue in them. Okay, that was the entire objective of solving this SQL question. Okay, and I hope you guys understood the logic behind it. It was a good question for you guys to practice and understand. So the quick understanding lead in here was an important logic here. Row number was an important logic in here, and also using a date difference in here. So if you guys didn't knew about it, you guys had something to learn about it. If you guys already knew about it, good for you guys. I would try to create more harder questions if possible, but I also have to maintain like a little bit of level that I don't create way out of something which is not even asked in interviews. Okay. So that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As you remember, 5 likes would really help me get this channel a little bit motivated. Okay. So yeah, thank you very much. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.